next to me.
All right, Maddie, pass the baton.
Yes. And so basically the recent service thing that we just got to do is we set up a Chi clothes closet, which is up in our mezzanine, and it basically offers any uniforms for families that are coming into Chi who don't have the opportunity or the money to pay for our uniforms. And so we have them set up on racks and in boxes, and there's polos, and they all have Christian Academy logo on them. And it was just a really cool opportunity to get back to our school.
You guys really amaze me. I mean, we talked to some of the administrators that are over at Christian Academy, and this little book that you guys, the coloring book for the kids, for the missions project. I'm like, you guys amaze me at how much you give back to the community, to missions, to the school. It's really it's impressive. Now, you're going to Purdue, you said.
Yes, ma'am.
It's pretty impressive too. But you're going on a no small scholarship.
No, ma'am.
I mean, that's a hefty little scholarship you got. Academics, I guess, or is it also sports?
It's both physical and academics. So what it is, it's an NROTC scholarship, marine option. It's a national scholarship. So I had to go in, and I had to go through an interview process. It was about a 30 minute to an hour interview, and then I had to take a PFT, which is basically what an enlisted Marine would go and
right.
take. And so it was
tough test too.
Oh yeah,
it was a tough test.
It was a 3-mile run, which I hadn't ran in a while, so it was difficult. But I ended up doing pretty well in the physical aspect, and I got such good feedback in the interview when I was going, and I know that's all preparation from Chi, and I was so comfortable in the interview, and every time they asked me about my academics, I could just give them so many examples about how I was prepared to go to college and how I was prepared to become an officer.
That's so cool. And the fact that you even want to be a Marine, I find that amazing. They get a kind of a tough break these days. I mean, I think that, a lot of our servicemen are coming back very unappreciated from war times. And so to find someone who really has a passion for that, regardless, I think is just amazing. But your academics have certainly launched you in an area where not many people will get to go, that's for sure. But I'll ask you the same question that I asked Mason. Now, is there some memory from Chi that really just kind of blazes a trail in your mind?
Well, I actually started at Chi in 8th grade. And
did you?
So
Okay. So you're not the lifer he is.
No, I'm not. But I actually came from Cal Southwest, which is our smaller school.
Sure.
And I started, and we went in on 8th grade retreat, which is 8th grade, you get to go and you stay for, I think it was a weekend, and it's basically starting your high school career with a spiritual emphasis. And so I can point back to that because everything I do now, I can give to God, because every opportunity that I've had, the scholarship, the academic success that I've had, the physical success in sports, I can all trace back to that decision I made at 8th grade to dedicate my high school career to God. And knowing that he was backing me and helping me through everything, every time that I got stressed about my academics or stressed about sports, I could always lean back on him. And I just know that everything I was doing, he was preparing me. He was challenging me because he knew I could hold the challenge and I could stand up to it. And so I know going back to that retreat, I made a decision that everything I was doing for God and to glorify him.
And I'm assuming that they still do those retreats every summer.
Yes, ma'am.
For people. So
it's actually during school.
It's actually during school.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. So maybe what was your biggest challenge that you have faced in your high school years? I mean, you're a senior. You're graduating. Is that kind of, emotional for you a little bit?
Oh, it was definitely emotional. Yesterday we actually had our senior chapel, which is a senior-led chapel. And I got to speak at it. And so I told the story of the first day I came to Chi, which was the middle of 8th grade year. And I told of how I went there and I was standing at the office with my parents. And about 6 or 7 girls came up to me, introduced themselves, asked me, what my name was, what I was doing there, how long I was staying, if I was going to school there. And it was the first time that I'd ever felt welcome to a school and welcomed in an environment where I felt so comfortable at. And from that day on, and especially yesterday, I remember seeing my friends, like, all the seniors just crying because of it. I had to hold back tears speaking in front of the entire student body because I was so emotional about leaving. I mean, it has become my home over the past 4 years.
Sure. But it has also equipped you for the world.
Oh, definitely.
You're just about to go out into it, for sure. But, so, do you have your valedictorian speech kind of? I'm mapping it out at least?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be working on it right now. I'm giving a speech at 8th grade bridge ceremony this Friday, so I had that worked out, and now I got to start on my speech for that, which is, I don't know what I'm going to say yet, but I'm hoping it's going to be good.
For some reason, I don't think it'll be a big problem for you. But, I mean, I can only imagine, there's so much that you want to say. But that's quite an honor. So you're going to share with us what your GPA was?
Weighted, which takes into account my AP courses and honors, I think it's like a 5.6, 5.4 or 5.6. I'm not for sure.
Okay. Well, now we know why she's valedictorian, right? But that's pretty impressive. So who was maybe your, and I know this is going to be difficult because there's so many teachers over there that really, really impress you. But, when I reflect back on even my high school years, I know there was one teacher that really, really just pushed me forward. And many of them impacted me, but one really stood out. You have one?
Actually, it's my junior and senior year English teacher. His name's Mr. Mass. He is so cool. Like, I'm not going into any type of major with literature or language, but I've never enjoyed reading as much as I do in that class. He prepared me so much because I took both AP classes for those. And I felt so prepared for those tests. And he just told us every day, like, what he was doing, what he was challenging us for was for college. And he never took into account that we were only in high school. It was because, he knew that we were about to go to college.
And that you could handle it. You met the challenge. Congratulations on everything. That was Clara. And we'll come back. We'll talk to Madison and Will. There's more right here on Just Ask Joyce. Don't go away.
WFIA, The Spirit.
Connect with Southeast Christian Church in the Louisville area
Better by Design in 30.
Southeast TV broadcast.
And
Sunday
you'll be
mornings
coming
at
back
10
a minute
a.m.
early.
On Wave 3. Episodes include powerful testimonies, community partner profiles, and messages from Pastors Dave Stone and Kyle Eidelman. We think you'll relate to the stories. Be inspired
I left the
by the teaching,
Better by
and
Design
feel more
website up too if
connected
you
to
want
our community and
make
to
any
Jesus.
references or anything.
We hope you will join us by tuning in Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. on Wave 3 for Southeast TV.
I like that.
Attention business owners in need of cash. Business owners are finally able to get the cash they need to fund their business. Yes, you heard that right.
It
if
was.
You've been in business
I started
for at
another
least a
spot.
year and deposit over $15K monthly in your business account, you could qualify for up to $100,000 or more in as little as 24 hours. Just call 1-800-344-3185. Aquity's amazing new Get Cash for Your Business program is so effective, it virtually eliminates the need to look for any more capital. Business owners nationwide are receiving the money they need to help grow their business, hire new employees, purchase equipment, or any other business reason with no restrictions. But hurry, this program won't last forever. Again, if you've been in business for over 1 year and deposit $15K or more into your business bank account, you could get up to $100,000 or more in as little as 24 hours. Call 1-800-344-3185 to find out how. That's 1-800-344-3185. 1-800-344-3185.
If you are planning to build your dream home, you do not want to start those plans without visiting my friend Bob Leonard at Better by Design. Why? Because Bob Leonard has had 20 years of experience. And not only that, he has had experience designing dream homes and commercial buildings and, of course, renovating as well. But he has the backing of over 100 builders who say that they have had no problems with Bob Leonard's designs. That's trust, isn't it? And I want to tell you that if you are planning a dream home now. You bring him all of your little slips of paper with all of your little dreams on it. You bring those napkins with that little plan on it. Let him take it and make your dream come true. But you cannot do that unless you call him at 502-741-2748. That's 741-2748, or visit bbd-plans.com.
From the studio that brought you Heaven is for Real and War Room.
When the Messiah comes, Rome will be nothing.
A faithful retelling of the miracle that changed the world forever.
What happened to the Nazarene?
Risen on digital and Blu-ray.
His tomb is empty.
He's right here. Open your heart and see.
Risen. Rated PG-13. Get it now on digital, on Blu-ray and DVD May 24th.
You're listening to Just Ask Joyce on WFIA, The Spirit.
Christian Academy is our very special guest, and actually a representation of Christian Academy. And I can tell you, I know you're just broken out by what you're hearing from these kids. You have to be very, very impressed with their achievements in just such a small length of time in their life. I mean, I can hardly wait to see what you guys are going to do beyond now. Especially you two seniors, you're on now. I mean, adulthood has hit you, and so now you're on to college and going to do impressive things as well. But Will Meadows is a junior, and Will, now who's on the Kentucky side? There's somebody else on the Indiana side. Are you on the Indiana? We're going to talk with Madison a little bit. And you were too? No?
Yes.
Yeah, you were. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So, but Will, now I'm already just broken out over this guy too, because he's already designed something. I just got through talking about Better by Design, but he's already designed something. I'm going to let you tell about that right now, and then we'll get into your accomplishments at school. But this is crazy.
Yeah, so I am a Boy Scout, and I've been in Boy Scouts since 2010, and as part of my Eagle Scout projects to earn the rank of Eagle Scout, I designed and built my own disc golf course.
Disc golf course. Did you know how to play disc golf?
I had not. The first game of disc golf I'd ever played was on my own course.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, that's pretty impressive. So where did you design it?
So
can we go play?
I don't know if it would be open up. Maybe right. if you're invited, but it was for an organization called Euspiritus. I've seen them. Yeah, yes. Psychiatric treatment center. They work with kids who have been abused and taken away from their families to rehabilitate them. And they were missing a course. They had one on their other campus, campus, the Brooklyn campus. They had an idea that they wanted one, and I built one. So did you go looking for that, or did they come to you? I went to them asking if they needed a project, and they gave me some ideas on kind of what they were looking for and what they were needed, and I saw that they were asking maybe for a disc golf course. I was like, okay, I'll build that. That's confidence. All right. So how long have you been at Christian Academy? I have been since kindergarten. So you're a lifer too, huh? Mm-hmm. Can't imagine life anywhere else right now, but you're about to in another year. Yeah, because you're finishing up your junior year now. Mm-hmm. All right, so I see that you're in the marching band. Yes, what do you play? I play snare drum primarily. I've played other instruments as well, such as the tenor drums, which is the set of like 4 or 5 different drums. Yeah. But I'm my school's center snare, meaning I'm the one in charge of the